All right, people. We are competing today. We are competing today. I got a question for all of you guys and for you, Mr. Harvey. Our president is getting on a plane right now, and he is getting ready to do a 16-hour flight to Beijing, China. Why is he going there? Can anybody answer that question? I don't. I've searched my brain ever since last week when I realized that he was serious about going there. Because I've been thinking up until a week or so ago that they were going to go ahead and cancel that daggone trip for him coming over there to China. And I'm wondering, why is he going?
Well, I can tell you, you know me. I always got an opinion. Just like everybody got cheeks, I got opinions.
That's what
I
I'm
can tell
asking.
you. I can
That's what
tell
I'm
you why.
asking. Okay, good. I'm listening. I'm listening because I want to
He
know.
is a grifter.
I don't know how you gonna grip the people in
Now,
China.
well, let me tell you how he's gonna do it. This is what he's gonna do. This man, he already has done a lot of business with China anyway. His thing is that he has a little power, but China has more power, and he's going to negotiate stuff. He'll give the farm away. He'll give some stuff away, and he's looking at out for himself first, and then America second. Now, he's going to get something from China, and he's going to blow it up like it's a big deal. But they already know what he needs and what he wants. But the point is that China, we've already established that, hey, they trading with everybody, everybody. So China is not worrying about that, but China is hurting in a lot of ways. They're not doing that well neither. However, because I mean, their GDP and their uh, gross national product has been going up 3, 4, 5% every year. It's slowing down now. And the reason why is the growth. These, I would call them authoritarians, have stopped the growth of other countries who want to have total freedom. They want democracy. Well, because you have these people that want to be dictators, they want control of everything. So they have stopped the growth. Because this country, the world really, if they allow people to do the things that they want to do and build and make availability to cash flow and all of those things, this world would be unbelievable. But you have these people that want power and authority, and they're grifters. The people that run the show are the workers, bro. The people that run the show are the workers. The people that run this world are the workers. The people that create, that come up with ideas and create products. Those are we are the people that do those types of things. The the Joe, the average Joe Blow, the creative fashion designer, the creative designer of architecture, and the creative, all of those things.
You're waffling. You still have not explained to me
No, what I'm
what
trying to tell
game.
you is that the reason why the reason you saying I'm giving you an answer, but I'm trying to tell you that he is a dictator over there in China. His country is going down because he's
And I
dictating.
totally disagree with that, but go ahead.
Okay, you totally disagree, but he's a dictator.
Yeah, I
He,
agree with that. Go ahead.
so what I'm saying is that because of these dictators that's running around and these authoritarians, they are stifling creativity.
And I
That's
disagree
just
with
my
that.
opinion.
Go ahead.
And if you look at what he's doing here, stifling creativity. And over in China, he's doing the same thing.
I just totally disagree with that. And evidence is over there all over the place. He is not stifling their creativity. But go ahead.
When you say creativity, let me just tell you about China. China is nothing but copycats who know how to improve the innovation that they copied.
They're not copying anymore.
Oh, that's because their creativity is gone. All they're
They
doing is,
create. That's why they're not copying because they are very creative. They got people down there who are creative. They are allowing their population and stuff to get involved with their creativity, and it's not happening. That's why they are the people and stuff now who are doing building highways for countries and stuff outside of China. They are the ones who are building high-speed rails and stuff outside of China. Look at Africa, any in Kenya and stuff. They built all there. They're going over there in Jordan. They're in the Middle East and stuff and everything. They're building their high-speed rails and stuff for them. They went into Egypt now. They got a contract to build their high-speed rails and stuff there. They've also built over almost 2,100 and some miles of rail and stuff and everything to for their Belt and Road Initiative that takes them all the way to Iran and into the countries and stuff and everything along that route and stuff, which includes Pakistan, India, Uzbekistan, and all them other little Ukistan countries and stuff and everything. They built those railroads and stuff for them through the desert. Nobody else has been able to do that. And they can do it in record time. Iran is getting all of their raw materials and anything they need on the rail line that China built all the way to the end of their country on the backside. And they are taking advantage of it. And all the countries and stuff along that rail and stuff are taking advantage of that rail line. They are building. There are villages and towns and stuff and everything, and cities being created along those railroads. You're doing a lot, but you still haven't explained to me what Trump is doing there. I don't understand
I just
how
told you.
he is going to gain it, but you haven't. All you said was the workers, and you said about some other
No,
stuff.
you didn't hear the first
And
30
you
seconds.
said that you
He's
said he
going
was a
there to
you said
grift.
he was a grifter,
He's
and I don't
going
see
there to
what
grift.
he has nothing that China wants.
Oh, yes, he does.
What does he have? What does he have?
America has it.
What does he have that they want?
America has it.
He doesn't. You said he's going. A grifter is a person that goes over there for himself, not for
Well,
the people in this country.
well, I made a statement that he's going over there for himself and he's going over there for the Americans.
He ain't going over there for America. He can't be because I don't see him going over there to satisfy anything that America. Let me tell you what's going to happen when he leaves back out of there. That war in Iran is going to end. 2 weeks after he leaves from there, that war in Iran is going to be over. Mark my word. China is going to force him to end their war in Iran. If they want anything, if he wants to get anything from China, he has to end that war. He has to end that blockade, and he is
What,
going
why
to
do
end
you
it.
think? Why do you think that he one of the reasons. Remember, I told you there was 8 reasons why he attacked Iran. Why do you? And one of the reasons is to try to slow that oil down to go to China.
You're not going to do that. China's still getting their oil.
But they're not getting as much as they want.
They're not getting as much as they want. But he's going. I guarantee you, he is going to stop their war right after he leaves. He
Well,
leaves China.
that is one of the reasons why he started the war,
It's
so that
not the
he could
reason
stop
why he
that
started the
oil
war.
from going to China.
He started the war because of Israel, not
Well,
because
that's
of China.
well, like I said, there are 8 reasons why he started that war,
He started the war
and one of
because of
them was
Israel.
because of Israel too.
Well, he didn't start that war because of China. He wasn't.
I didn't say he started the war because of
You
China.
giving Trump too much mental credit.
No, no. What I'm trying to tell, it's
You
not.
giving
No,
him
it's
too
not
much
that.
mental credit.
I'm telling you that this is not Trump is not running this show, bro. This is financial. All of this is financial. Number one, he helped the oil companies. They making hand over foot. He helped Israel. He
Well,
always wanted to outdo all the other
I
presidents when it comes
I
to Iran.
I beg to differ about helping Israel. Israel thought it was going to help him, but I think Israel bit off more than that they can chew in this whole shit. They bit off a little bit more than they can chew. Push come to shove,
The
we're
same
going to
thing. And
find
then
out.
when it comes to Russia, when it
We're
comes
going
to
to push,
Russia, Putin is his boy, so he helped Russia. They making billions.
right? They did that now.
All of these
He
things
gave him
are
some.
happening right
He
now in
gave
front
him,
of our
he
face.
got, he putting money in Putin's pocket. That's for
And
damn sure.
and he helping the uh, he's helping the 2025 plan because they want to cut everything they can all off the safety net, and then he's helping his friends grift off the Pentagon. So he's doing all of those things. Those are the things that he's doing. It's about 8 of them. And all those things are happening right now. The point is, that's the reason why he always talking about the gas is not going up, everything is going to come down, blah, 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 because everybody's making money. Everybody's making money. Plus, he has slowed down
Everybody
the
is not.
gravy train.
Everybody is not making money now. You got to get that. Everybody's not making the money. I ain't making no money.
Now, when I say everybody, I'm talking,
I ain't
when,
making no money.
wait a minute, when I'm talking about, when I say everybody, I'm talking about American, the oil companies are making money.
Well, just say that
Russia
because
is
everybody
making
ain't making
money.
money in the United States.
Russia is making money.
Yep.
And and then the thing is that he's sort of kind of, and this right here is a wild statement, but I think it's true. He had put Saudi Arabia in their place to show how vulnerable they are.
I don't think that was his goal to put Saudi Arabia in their place. That wasn't his goal. You can't. Being a
You don't
grifter
know
and
how, that APEC,
being
bro,
a
is
because
that APEC is
Saudi was putting money in his pocket. You don't put somebody in place who's putting money in your pocket. So
that was the game they played.
well, that ain't putting me in a place now. I ain't gonna. I'm not gonna. If somebody putting money in my pocket, then it'd be stupid for me to try to go over and put somebody in their place. And I'm telling you, they ain't putting chump change in his pocket. They putting billions
It's
of
like
dollars
I
in his
said,
pocket.
okay, that's fine. You can think small if you want to, but I'm trying to tell you is that what's
That
going
ain't very
on
smart.
is
That wasn't
that
very. If that's what he's thinking, that wasn't very smart on his part.
the
He cutting off
Saudis,
he cutting off his money.
the, the Saudis have gotten so prolific with their money. They got their money invested all over the world, and especially in America. These Arabs. So it's a lot of things that's taking place right now, and the people that's mostly suffering is obviously the Middle East America and the people in Iran and Israel
Don't forget
and
about Europe.
China.
Don't forget about Europe.
That's true.
Don't forget about Japan. Don't forget about South Korea.
So all of these things have taken place, and the thing is that here's the thing that, and I'm gonna say this, and this is not a negative thing, and it's not really. I mean, it's not. It's just my opinion, which means nothing. But I think that because of the Democrats are so diplomatic and want to use diplomacy and contracts and all of that, they don't have that forceful thinking as far as certain things that they want to do and get done. And so they just negotiate, 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 and then they compromise and then have the other people on the other side compromise a little bit, and then they come up with a plan. And that takes months. And so therefore people don't realize that it's a slow process. And this right here, when you look at it, in a year's time, this man have basically destroyed America. He slowed down China. He's gutted a lot of Middle East. He's gutted Iran. He's gutted Israel. So the whole world right now practically is in limbo, and that's where
You
we are right
you
now.
you
We in
you
limbo.
you are missing a whole big point here. That man is not smart enough to do all that what you just said. He is
You
not.
keep on saying that man.
Anybody
This man is
anybody
Ed.
he is
This
stupid. This man is a
this man
moron.
is not in charge, man.
But he is
Somebody
he
is
is
been in
he is
his
he
ear.
is he is the figurehead out there. He is in charge. He thinks he is in charge. He is
He
a
is not in
moron.
charge, Ed.
He's a moron. He thinks he's in charge, but he
Ed,
is
he's not
not.
in charge.
He is a moron, and he thinks he's in charge. He thinks he's the president of the United States, and that's why he's doing what the hell he's doing. Because if
This
somebody
man is
else would,
not in charge, Ed.
but he thinks he's in charge, and he's doing shit and everything that some of these people out there that when they got the money do not want him to do, but they don't want to fuck with him because they put him out there into that job. But he has taken over, and he is screwing them over too, just like he's screwing the United States. And he's screwing our country over. He has
Well,
not. He
he's
has
screwing
not.
the.
He has not did anything to Iran. Matter of fact, Iran is doing better than they have in the last 47 years. They doing better with what the hell going on over there because they get money from Russia and they get money from China to help them through, and which they did not have before that war came about. This man, their foreign minister, going to Russia, sitting up there, rolling around over there with them,
I don't know,
and,
Ed.
and
Sometimes I thought you was you was
fist,
well read,
he
man.
high fiving and
You,
fist
you,
bumping Putin,
I
which
thought
he
you was
would have,
well read,
which
man.
if
Do
the
you
war
know,
had to happen, Iran would have
Ed?
never
I
been
don't know
over
what you're
there.
talking about
And
about
they
Iran.
over there,
Iran is
they
always.
over there with China, fist
I don't know what
bumping
you're
and
talking about.
everything, and getting exactly what they getting and stuff, and which they
Only
wouldn't
you
have got
talking.
if it hadn't have been for that war. And
You
anybody with any
talking.
kind
You
of clean
talking
mind
surface
would
stuff.
tell you that Iran has won that war. And if
Just what are you talking about?
you
I'm
talking
not
like
even talking
Fox
about no
News and
war.
stuff now, Iran has beat the shit out of us, and we don't even we too he too stupid to sit there and just go ahead on and quietly and stuff get the hell out of that daggone war. They done beat
Anyway,
the crap out of us.
what I was saying is, I don't understand what are you saying that Iran has always been
Oh
doing
yes, they
just.
doing better now. They doing better now
No, I don't know
than they
about
have
doing
been.
better.
They doing better than they have been since 47 years. They
Well,
doing. They doing.
okay, just because you repeat it don't make it true.
It
Now,
is. It's
Iran
true.
was
Ain't nobody going.
always,
They not. Ain't
oh my
nobody's going to
goodness.
say anything. Anybody who
Why are you
outside,
repeating yourself, bro?
anybody outside this country will tell you they doing a hell of a lot better than they have been in 47 years. They doing a lot better. They are not under any daggone sanctions or whatever. They doing. They having. They got oil coming. They get out of the daggone ooh. They still pumping oil and stuff out the ground. They still loading their damn ships and shipping them out, and they getting money for it.
So they weren't doing that before?
They doing it better.
I said they weren't doing that before?
They're doing it better.
I don't know what better is. What better
They
is?
getting they're getting them. They still loading them chips to go out, and
So
they
what
load
changed?
and they loading up the trains. They got oil coming out of the ocean, going through the containers, and they shipping it down through the daggone rail.
That wasn't been, the strait has always been open.
But they've
So
been
I don't know
shipping
what you're
oil.
talking
They've
about.
been shipping oil. They haven't slowed down shipping oil. They just haven't said
Well, that's
anything to
what I'm
anybody.
saying. That's what I'm saying. You saying that Iran is doing better. I don't see where they're
They
doing
are.
better.
They are doing better. You ask any, I bet you go ask anybody in that daggone country, they'll tell you they doing better. Anybody that can sit around there and they getting gas cheaper than we are. People in Pakistan is backing up across the border to come into Iran to get oil, to get gasoline to go in their damn car. Anybody saying a word because they don't want to sit down there and flaunt this stuff in United States face. So piss Trump off. So they ain't saying nothing. That's what they doing. Anybody out there in any foreign country will tell you they doing better. They are doing better, but nobody wants to say it. Israel has been bombed the hell out of that damn country. They ain't doing better. They done broke
So
that iron
so
dome.
so Iran is not bombing Israel.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. They busted
Oh,
the iron dome. Israel not doing very well. They done busted that iron dome. The iron dome was the catch me out. Everybody was afraid of Iron Dome, but they're not afraid anymore. They done bombed through that dome, and they got missiles coming in constantly inside of Israel. Even Lebanon is shooting missiles over there and there. Hezbollah, whoever you want to call them, they got them screwed up ass names. They even bombing the shit out of them,
well,
but they ain't saying nothing.
the one thing that you know, I'm not gonna say I don't really concern myself with they little hullabaloo and they little game playing. But my main concern right now is America. And when I see people, this administration is, these people are, there are certain people in this country, and I'm talking about millions, are suffering. And, you have the elderly like ourselves. Now, we might be doing okay for now, but the point is there are elderly people that are suffering. There are children out here that suffer. They have cut the food programs for the children. They have cut so many people's food stamps. They have cut so many programs where people can get assistance in all kinds of ways. Um, and it's almost like when you think about it, is that, and I'm gonna say it like I feel it. It's almost like the South, the people from the South, rather die than see black people progress. They rather die. The people when we were coming up, our age, yeah, those was they was like their mamas and their daddies. They're in their 70s, and they are anti-black. They have reached their goals, then got rid of all our civil rights, voting right acts, and all of those things. And yet, there are many, many people that's speaking on it, and we saw the handwriting on the wall. You know, we had great people now, the ancestors now, was telling us, you have to keep on fighting. And we got laxed. Now we do not have any representation because they have gerrymandered every damn thing, changed the maps on every damn thing. So, not to say that they were doing a great job, but they did what they could. The black representatives, the black caucus. Now, how are we going to convince that 90 million people that didn't vote to vote? How are we going to convince those people to vote Democratic because the Democratic is our lesser of two evils? To me, you know, we can sit here and make like, you know, light that this right here is not important or is not serious, but we allowed this to happen right in front of our eyes when we knew that that Supreme Court was so important. When we should have, those people that are in knowledge and educated and Laurie, they should have impeached Clarence Thomas. And the thing is that they sat here and just let it slide. Then this man got in office the second time. He already had nominated 3 people. I'll tell you, man, you know, sometimes, you know, you can get so fat. These people have gotten so fat, they got lackadaisical, thinking that, you know, we'll win the next time. Like they think they're going to win this time too, around too. And they didn't sit up here and broke all kind of rules and regulations. But yet still we sat there and allowed all these things to happen, sitting behind our podium or our desks, thinking the American people is going to save us. Oh yeah, as Joy Reid called them spicy whites, you got a lot of very liberal thinking, you know, white folks that is about justice and righteousness. But you got a lot of evil ones out there too that are anti-black. They don't want you at their restaurants. They don't want you at their schools. That's why you got so many private schools in this country, from elementary all the way up to college. That's why you got so many towns and cities that's 99% white because they don't want black folks around unless you their servant. But yet still we sit there and thinking that we are integrated. We're not integrated, bro. You go to any city, any town, you got your black schools, you got your white schools. And the reason why we were able to work in the corporate world is because they had to put up all kind of laws. Every corporation I work for, you go to any uh, company and they got billboards and all the laws and regulations and rules that you have to follow. Telling white folks you can't be discriminatory. So, I mean, a lot of people live in a pipe dream thinking that, we live in a post-racial country. No, we don't. As long as they see us, black folks, there's a whole new ball game because they don't want to compete. A lot of them don't want to compete. And we will compete for that job. And if they do it fairly, hey, maybe 6 or 7 times out of 10, we'll get the job. Because most people are going to be qualified that apply for those jobs that's black. But they don't want to compete. And that's the problem. One of the main things that people love is sports. They love football, they love basketball, they love baseball. And if they love to compete, how come they're not competing, bro? They need to compete for those positions in the NBA and the NFL. And you got a few that will compete. But you got a lot of them don't even want to play football with you. Don't even want to play basketball with you because they're scared. They don't want to compete. Same thing in the corporate world. And I'm a student of the corporate world. They don't compete. It's all about cronyism, nepotism, favoritism, and sabotage. Because they will sabotage you to keep you back. One of the big games that they play, I forget the name of the game, but it comes on, it's been coming on for 50 years. And I only watched it a few times, but in this show, they always knock off the black person. 80%, 85% of the time, 90% of the time, they get rid of the black person. They game up and say, let's get rid of him or let's get rid of her. Because they collaborate with each other. And that's what's stifling creativity. That's what stifles this growth of this country. They do not want to compete. And because there are a lot of, and there's a lot of smart white folks too, man. They created too. But a lot of them don't want to compete. And they hold back black folks, anti-black. The only reason why a lot of them hire black people is because they might have some kind of government intervention or government contracts, or they got some kind of program. If you hire these many black people, you get some type of subsidy. They do not want to compete. And when black people want to start a business, they gotta go through hoops. Rowan Martin used to always say, and I used to check it out myself. If you look at the loans in the Small Business Administration, black folks only got less than 1% of all those loans that were available. They don't want to compete, bruh. So a lot of people, I'm a realist. I'm a realist. Hey, I'm not prejudiced. I'm not racist. I'm not, but I'm a, but
you
I'm a
actually
realist.
you talk like you are.
No, how's that talking when I'm talking real shit? This is
because
real shit here, bro.
you are belittling our people and stuff and everything. Tell
How am I
the people
belittling our people?
because you keep saying that. Well, they beating us down. They doing this. We don't.
Beat us down. I ain't saying nothing about beating us down, bro.
You just said that. You said they hate us. They the white folks doing
I
everything. They ain't
said,
doing nothing for
wait a minute,
black
wait a minute,
people.
wait a minute, wait a minute,
I don't
wait a
want
minute.
nobody to do nothing for me.
If
I'm just like
somebody
James
is
Brown. Open the door,
anti-black,
goddamn it, and I
wait a
can
minute, I'm
get it
gonna ask you a
myself.
question.
And
If
I'm not gonna
somebody's
let nobody
anti-black,
tell me.
if somebody's anti-black, is that my fault?
But
I'm asking you a question. Is that my fault?
it's not the
If
problem.
somebody's anti-black,
It's not the
is that
problem.
my fault?
That's not the problem.
What do you mean that's not the problem?
That's not the problem.
How the hell you mean that ain't the problem?
Because it's not.
It is the problem.
No, it's not.
Tell me why it's not the problem, man.
It's not the problem, Ted, because I don't let anybody, and we as black folks shouldn't let anybody determine how we feel about ourselves because somebody
I
over
didn't
there
say that, Ed.
decide. But
I
that's what
didn't
you was,
say
in
that,
essence, that's
Ed.
what you are saying.
I didn't
You are
say that.
saying
I
that,
said
and it
I
and
I
it
don't know
goes,
what you're talking
and you
about.
keep on hopping about it, and when you keep
I
talking
don't know
about it
what
and
you're talking
everything,
about.
people, we are we are making us feel inferior, and I don't
That
feel
I don't know
inferior
what you're talking
around them.
about
I
making us
really don't,
inferior. That ain't
and
got
I
shit
don't
to do with
care,
nothing.
and
If
I don't care
somebody
how they
if
feel about me.
somebody do not want black people in their
I don't
schools, how
care
does that
how
make
they
me
feel.
inferior?
I don't
How
care
do
how
that
they
make me
feel
inferior, Ed, if
because
I apply for a
you don't
school
keep on
and they
saying
turn me down
you
because
don't
I'm
keep
black?
on telling
How does
people
that make me feel
they don't
inferior?
like you. They don't like me. They don't like me. They don't like me. So I'm gonna let there be a big problem for
I
me.
just,
They don't like me. They don't
you
like
know,
me. They racist.
you can't
They
generalize like that
racist.
with me,
I
man.
don't care if
I
they
ain't gonna let you
racist or
get away
not.
with
It
that
doesn't bother
bullshit.
me if they racist.
I'm not gonna let you get away with that bullshit.
Yes.
You can't generalize that. There are racist people in this country that are anti-black.
So what?
And so therefore, if I walk into a corporation and they don't
So
want to hire me because
what?
I'm black,
So
that's not my
what?
problem.
So what? If they don't like me, if they
What do you
don't
mean?
like
What are you
black
talking
folks,
about? So what?
so what? If they
What do
don't
you
like
mean that?
them,
So what?
I don't care about them. That they can think the way they want. So what? Now you know that they don't like you. So what? You gonna let that stop you? We gonna let that sit there and
Did I
hold me
say
down
anything about that?
because they don't like me? I
Ed,
don't care about it,
Ed,
if they don't like
Ed,
me or not.
Ed,
I really
Ed,
don't. And I don't
Ed,
think black folks out
Ed,
there need to be even thinking
Ed,
about it and stuff.
Ed,
We shouldn't even be
Ed,
talking about it. It's
Ed,
there. We need to
Ed,
stop talking
Ed.
about it
I'm gonna
because
keep saying it, Ed.
all it does is
Ed,
belittle
what are you
me and stuff
talking
and
about?
everything because I'm sitting
What are
there
you talking
worrying
about?
about what somebody else thinks about
What are
me.
you talking about? What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about you sitting there, keep
I
on
don't
telling
know
me,
what you're
well,
talking about. I don't know
they
what you're
doing
talking
black
about.
folks like this,
I
they
am a
doing black folks like that.
realist.
I don't care what
I
they
am a
think.
realist.
I don't let people
I don't
determine what's going to
pretend
happen
that
to
things
me.
aren't what they are.
I don't care. It doesn't matter,
I
and
don't
we shouldn't.
pretend.
And
I'm not
we
gonna
as a
sit
people
up
shouldn't
here
care.
and say that these people, a lot of these old white folks and some of these young folks don't like black people.
So what?
I don't pretend that bullshit.
So
And I'm
what
not
if they
gonna
don't
kiss
like me?
their ass for them to be my friend.
So what if they don't like me? I don't let that determine the stuff what I do. I
Oh,
don't
so you
care.
walk in the
It's
door
gonna.
and you
I
got
don't
a
care.
corporation that's hiring. The corporation is saying that
Then I. It
we are
does.
not
That's.
discriminatory.
And
And
I'm
then you got
walking
this
in
white
there.
ass manager
If
that who is
I'm
responsible
gonna
for
walk in
hiring,
there with my
and he
head
don't
up
hire black
and
people.
say, okay, we don't hire black people. That's fine. I'll find somebody else who's gonna hire me,
Of course, that's what you
or
got to
I'll
do.
create my own stuff. I
Well,
don't
that's
care.
what you got to do. That's not the
That's what
issue.
so that's what we need to be talking about instead of worried about what they thinking about us. We
Ain't
need to be
nobody,
worried
ain't no,
about what we
Ed,
gonna do.
Ed, 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 ain't nobody worrying about that bullshit.
Yes, you are
We
because you
just
keep bringing it
found
up.
out, we have allowed these people to do what they did because we sat down and we didn't fight to get the right people in the Supreme Court.
It doesn't
And
matter.
now
They there.
our forefathers, our ancestors died
It
for what
doesn't
they went
matter.
through,
They
and
there.
now it's all gone.
Figure and it ain't
And we
all
should
gone.
be
It's
angry about
not
it.
all gone. We ain't gonna give up. There's a way. There's a battle out there to be fought somewhere. I don't care
Well, the
if
battle was 10
if
years ago.
90 million
The
people
battle was 10
did
years
not
ago.
vote. I
The
don't
battle
care.
was 10 years
That's
ago,
their
bro.
fault. That's their problem. I need to figure out a way how to keep on going and stuff instead of worried about them people
So
out there
you're
who
talking
didn't
about
vote.
your own
Those are
individual
folks who didn't
bullshit.
vote. They didn't go
That's
out there
your
and vote.
life.
I don't care.
I'm talking about black people as a whole, bro.
It doesn't matter. We should be worried about them. We should be out there trying to figure out what's going on. So what if a Supreme Court was packed up? So what? I'm not letting that stop me. I'm not going to worry about that. But I know who they are, so I'm leaving them alone. I'll get around them some kind of way. I'll figure a way around them some kind of way. That's my purpose and stuff for being here.
Well,
To figure out
anybody can.
how to get around them. I don't
Wait a minute.
care
Excuse
about
me.
them.
Excuse
They
me.
don't bother
Excuse
me.
me. Excuse me. Anybody with any kind of intelligence or know how to navigate, that's what you do
That's
in order
fine.
to
Then
survive.
that's what we need.
That's not
That's
the
what we need
issue
to be
here.
doing. Figuring
That
out a
is
way how to
not the
navigate
issue here,
around this
bro.
mess.
That is not the
We need
issue
to
here.
figure out a way around this
That is
navigate.
not the
We need to
issue here,
figure out
bro.
a way around it.
That is not
That's
the
all
issue.
I'm saying.
We ain't talking about your
Don't
own
let them
individual
don't let
personal self.
them turn
We're
me
not talking about your
around.
own personal
I don't
individual
let
self,
them
Ed. We're
turn
talking
me
about
around.
a race of people who have they have tried to
I
stop and have stopped.
they have not stopped me. They have not. They think they
There
have, but
you
they
go
have
with your
not.
individual self again.
They have not stopped me because I'm
They
gonna
done
figure out
stopped
a way
your ass a
around it.
long time ago, Ed, and you don't even know it.
They have not stopped. They have not stopped me. Now they might have stopped some other folks, but they ain't stopped me. And I don't preach and stuff that we need to worry about these daggone white
It
folks
ain't no
because they
worry,
don't care
bro. It
about
ain't
me
no
or they
worry.
racist. They've been
It's a
racist.
it's a
They've been
reality.
racist since I've been a little
It's
boy.
a reality.
They don't be. They've been racist since I've been a little
We
boy, and I
understand
don't
that, but
care.
what I'm saying is that we, as a people, have not done the job. We have fallen off, especially us
We
boomers.
we ain't fall off. We have not fell off. We out there. We doing stuff. We doing positive things out there. We talk about the positive stuff that's going on out there instead of the negative shit. Everybody want to be negative about stuff. Okay, they done took away some of the Voting Rights Act that we got passed and stuff in 40 years ago. Okay, 40 years have gone by. We should have progressed past that. Don't be worried about it. That's what they did. They done knocked out, took out the Voting Rights Act. So what? We're gonna do something else. Figure out another way around
And
it.
what they
Just
gonna
like
do is what
just
we
like
gonna
they
do.
did, just like they did before 1968 when they didn't have it, when they were sitting down there, Jim Crow and everything, all the other stuff. We figured out a way around it to get ourselves up, and we're gonna keep on doing it. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna keep on doing it. We're gonna keep on getting around, keep on
Of
making it
course, we're
through
gonna
some
keep
kind of
on. We
way.
ain't got no other choice to do but
Some
that.
kind of way we're gonna make it on through. Just like now, we
Of
got shit
course, we
going on in
always
this
do that.
daggone
That's
country. It's
not the
all messed
issue.
up. We
That's not the issue.
the debt is hanging over our daggone head and stuff like that. But we gonna figure out a way how to get around it. That's
What
all
I'm
I'm saying.
trying, well,
We
I
got
don't
a
know about
knucklehead
you,
up there
but
in the White House.
I
We're
don't
gonna
know.
figure out how to way to get around it.
You might be saying that, and we have passed our time, like you said. We over 70 years old.
Wait a minute. I don't count me up there. We 70 some years old. That I don't feel like that. My mind tell me I'm still in my 40s. Damn it, shit. I feel like it.
Yeah,
Shit,
folks, he ain't in no reality.
I'm gonna figure out. I
I'm a
can't get out there.
realist.
I can't get out there and walk, so I'm crippled, but by walking and stuff. But I'm gonna let my mind and stuff do my walking for me. That's what I'm gonna do
Well, like
every
I
day.
said, there are always good people out there, whether no matter what color they are. or what race they are or what ethnicity they are. But the point is that we as a people, I'm talking about black people, I'm talking about we have ancestors who were slaves and we fought to get our rights. Now they're talking about getting rid of the 14th Amendment, bro.
Then let's create another amendment. I'm not gonna worry about that. They can do that. They can do whatever
See,
they
that's
want to
what I'm
do.
saying. That's what I'm
We
saying.
gonna
See, we
they can
sit
do they
there
can do
and
whatever
we
they want
just
to
sit
do.
there and let
I'm
them keep
not
talking,
gonna
and
let
then they
that
change the
keep
laws right
me
on our
down.
ass.
I'm not gonna let that keep me down and turn me around. I'm gonna
You
keep
as a
on going,
person, no.
keep on going, keep on going to freedom land. That's what it is. We ain't gonna stop. Martin Luther didn't stop. He didn't stop when they told him he can't cross that Edmund Pettus Bridge. All them folks, they did not stop. They went back again. So, well, all right, they patched their wounds up and everything. So, all right, we going back again. We ain't gonna let them dogs turn us around. We ain't letting them police water hoses turn us around. The people at the Walgreens, at the countertops and stuff, and the Walgreens or wherever they in places where and stuff. Them kids came back. They bust them in the head. They came back the next day. We ain't gonna let them turn us around. Keep on going.
Well,
Keep
I'm
on
gonna put it
going.
like this. I'm gonna put it like this. I can see right now that the few leaders that we do have, they are all right now setting up meetings, strategizing, trying to figure this shit out.
That's
And
what they need to be doing.
and
That's what they need to be doing.
what the hell what we supposed to be doing,
What
because
we gonna
a
do
lot of
next?
us, and including myself, I have no idea what we should be doing. There's
We
a
got
lot
to
of things that I know that I can do or maybe participate, but the fact is that we have real smart people that's out there that know shit. They know how to strategize. They know how to negotiate. I know that a lot of black people still got power, and we have people that have money. But the point is that somehow, some way, we have to come out on top. And I believe we will come on top. And I have no doubt about that,
I do.
because,
I'm fully
because I
agreement
think
with
that,
that. Fully
and
agree.
we have a lot of people, all kinds of people, people of color or different nationality and ethnic groups of people. I'm not going to call them white folk, but I'm going to say different ethnic groups of people that believe in justice and righteousness. They believe in fairness. So the point is that there are more of us than it is of them. That's my take on that. But what, like I said, is that if you don't take this thing serious, this ain't about me and my own individual personal self. I'm doing just fine right now. But what I'm saying is there are people out there that's hurting. And this administration is even making the people, the poor people and black people, worse off. Worse off. Those people that's making 30, 40, $50,000 a year, they barely making it. You was talking about it today before we got on air. How do those people paying for all that gas, going back and forth to work? You felt sorry for them because they got to travel back and forth. If they got to make a tank of gas, that's going to cost them $60 to fill up that tank when it used to cost 30. Now you add that up and it start adding up real fast. That's your disposable income. If your electric goes up, just like the gas goes up, if your rent goes up, all of those things, your food, all that, that's your disposable income. That means you have no money left. And most people don't bring home no more than $3,000, $4,000 a month.
Something just came to my head right there. When you said we were talking about them people who were spitting that gas. Guess what? Most of them people that I was looking at today when I went out, them white people. And I said, I feel sorry for them. Those were white people. They weren't black. They were white folks. I felt sorry for them.
Yeah, they
That's a
got to pay
strange
up the
thing.
gang
That's a
gang too.
strange thing. That's a strange thing to say there. But those most of those people I saw this morning were white people. They weren't. It was maybe one or two black folks that I saw. The rest of them white people.
Yeah, they
And I
doing all
felt
that
sorry
travel.
for them.
They
And
live
I
in the
felt sorry.
suburbs
And I felt sorry for them. I felt sorry for them.
in
I did.
traffic.
I did. And I should have been feeling sorry for my people, but I felt sorry for them. Them white
I
folks,
feel
I felt
sorry
sorry
for them
for.
too. Everybody, they sit there and they realize now that this knucklehead, this man is insane. Do you know? I was listening to Minus Touch, and they said that he did something like 55 posts last night.
He did more than that.
55.
He did more than that.
Did he?
Yeah. There are days when he does more than that. They call that sundowning.
When are these people gonna realize that this man is a Looney Tune?
They do. They already know he is. Them people in the White House know there's something wrong with him. His cabinet knows something wrong with him. They all know something wrong with him. Did you see the Midas touch when the people from the education department and the medical field was there, and they had the lady and stuff there who was and the Department of Education was sitting there, and the guy who was in charge of the transportation department, we were all sitting there behind him, and he started uh, falling out and everything, going to sleep and stuff, and they all sitting in their background back there, and they showed it. He showed a picture, so they were sitting there talking about what was going on there. What were they going to do when his ass fall out?
I don't know. To me,
They're
this is
protecting him. They are afraid to say anything or do anything, but they are protecting him. All of them are. They know there's something wrong with him. They know it. They got doctors, psychiatrists, all of them saying there's something wrong with him. Not who not in the White House. All the people in the White House, they know something wrong with him, but they won't do anything because they're afraid right now. They're afraid that he might come back and do something to them before he finally fall out. So they wait until his ass fall out and can't do nothing, and he completely gone. You see his damn neck, fucking spots all on his damn neck, his hands and stuff, black and is all get out, wore out. They shoot him up with drugs and shit every day, trying to keep his ass going. They know something wrong with him. You cannot be there with him and not know that there's something wrong with him. They know it, but they ain't saying nothing. They just afraid to say something because he
well.
going
I don't know, Ed. My Bible tells me that you're supposed to pray for those people that's in authority, and that God intervenes, in some kind of way. So that's my prayer. I pray that God
they
intervenes, because
they were picked to do exactly what they doing, to praise him. They were picked for that, to praise him. That's why they picked him, because they knew that they were going to praise him, that they were going to tell him he's the best thing that's got going, because he had to hear that. Don't you remember they talked about his daddy, how they used to sit down there and he would set him up, put him in a little office there, give him some little toys to play with and everything, so he at work, acting like wasn't nothing wrong with him. They're doing the same thing that Donald Trump they did with his daddy.
mm,
They daddy Fred they kept his business going and stuff because they know that was part of their job. They kept the business going and everything, but they kept him up as a figurehead because they had to keep him up there. They're doing the same thing with Donald. Same thing they did with his daddy. They give me little toys and shit and everything so he can fool around with, and they hope and pray that while he's out there that he don't fall out.
Well, we have. I guess maybe it was a facade. I don't know, bruh. You know.
It ain't no facade. They
No,
put
what I'm talking about is something different. What I'm saying is that as America, we have stressed the fact that we have a strong military and we have a strong economy, and we have sold out a lot of our economy out to other nations, and our military, we have depleted it. And what I mean by depleted, I mean sort of overdone it because we have over used to have over 700 military bases out there in the world, and we have spent trillions of dollars of being the police of the world.
mm-hmm,
And now they have shown that we ain't that powerful.
mm-hmm.
You got a little country of 90,000, 90 million people,
They done peeped our whole card.
and peeped our whole card.
Peeped our whole card.
And we don't want to lose hundreds of thousands of military people to go in there. Now they could do that. They can go in there and go right and be, put soldiers on the ground.
And get
But it'd
slaughtered.
be a lot of them, it'd be a massacre.
It'd be a massacre.
And you'll have many of those
This
young men and women
this
coming
country
home in body bags.
cannot stand that at this time. They could stand it in World War II when they hit the beaches over there in Normandy. They could stand that, but they can't stand that now. There's no way in the world we can be able to stand. This country
And
will allow
that's
that to
the
happen.
issue. Because the only way you're gonna wipe those people out, you got to go in there and you got to
Goddamn
go
right.
underground and
And
fight these people and do
they
all the
don't.
things that you got to do.
That is not that. If they slaughtered a 1,000 of our soldiers or 10,000 of our soldiers and stuff and everything, there's no way we can keep on going. They couldn't. They would murder Donald Trump. They'd murder him if he sent them people in there. That's not going to happen. That's why I know that they ain't going to invade nobody.
So what I'm saying is that that's the reason why those other presidents
Did not
they
go.
knew
They knew.
they
Because
knew,
they listen to their military. He ain't listening to his military.
and they have all kind of CIA people all in Iran and everything.
Absolutely.
They know the intel and everything in and out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They got their spies in there right now.
Yeah,
They know what's going on. That's how they was able to kill the Ayatollah, the old
yeah.
man. They know exactly where he was at because they had spies in there and right in their country. Guess what they did with them spies when they found out about them? They killed them. The Iranian army found them people who were spies and they killed and they murdered them. They
Yep.
murdered at least 10 of them. You ain't saying nothing. They got murdered.
Well, I have no idea what's going to happen in the next few weeks or few months or nothing. Anything can happen.
I do. I know what's going to happen. We're going to be all right. That's I know. I know we're going to be all right. I know that. And this war going to be over with in just a little bit. Trust me. You can't keep going like this. You can't keep that Navy out there in the ocean like that. You can't do that. You can't keep them big ass aircraft carriers and stuff sitting over there floating around that motherfucking Indian Ocean. They can't do that. Them fucking aircraft carriers are made to move. They weren't made to sit. They've been sitting over there now for down there, what, 2 or 3 weeks? They can't do that.
Longer than that, is.
They cannot do that. Those things were built. They were built to move. They were built to be out in the open sea. Them destroyers were built to be out in the open sea. That's why these little motherfuckers are tearing their asses off because they get into that little 21-mile stretch in that fucking canal zone and them little bitty motherfucking boats and shit just flying around them because they can't maneuver. The motherfucking destroyers are too goddamn big to be over there fucking around that goddamn Strait of Hormuz. They can't do that stuff. The military done told him that. We can't sit over there and do that shit. He won't listen. They can't say nothing. He had a meeting with his generals and stuff and everything because I'm telling you, he getting ready to shut this war down. He getting ready to shut it down. He can't keep on going like this. It's not
Well,
going to work.
Lego is telling the whole story.
They done told him that they done. He asking them what they need to do to get the hell out of there. To quietly move out. Quietly just move one of the aircraft carriers out. Just let that son bitch float right on out to the motherfucking open ocean and keep on going. And quietly leave. Let them. I told him, Ted, that little $1 million that them people getting for them fucking boats coming through that goddamn motherfucking Straits of Hormuz ain't shit compared to what we done lost. We done lost trillions of dollars. They goddamn it, let them motherfucker have $1 million a goddamn boat, a container. Let them have the money. That ain't shit. You know what $1 million is, Ted? Ain't shit.
Ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing. Let them have a little $1 million a boat going through there. To what they doing now to the daggone country and the world. Let them have it. It's not worth it. What he's doing is not worth it. Just like Mount Mabley said, when the bait start costing more than fish, what do? Stop fishing. It ain't worth it no more. It ain't even worth the bragging rights. You can walk out of there and say, we too big for this stuff, man. Let them little bit of people have that shit. Y'all can have a crumb. You can take them crumbs off the table and give it to them. He can get out of there and
Well,
gracefully.
the big failure is that he didn't stop the uranium.
That's some bullshit. Ted. North Korea got weapons, atomic weapons. Israel got atomic weapons. Pakistan got atomic weapons. India got atomic weapons. Russia got atomic weapons. They got a couple of countries over there, and probably in the European Union, they got atomic weapons. We got atomic weapons. God damn it, everybody got them. So what the fuck got them little bitty motherfucker have it? Everybody got it. You got Pakistan sitting right behind them. They got it. They got India sitting right there with them. They got them. They got China sitting right there. They got them. North Korea, they got them. What the hell is that little bit of the law like that? Let them have
Don't
it.
forget Israel.
That's why I said Israel got it. Let them have it. It ain't worth it. Let them have it. We are not going to let them have nuclear weapons. God damn it, they got it. They got it. Let them have it. What they gonna do with it? They just
Well, it's just a
afraid.
matter of
They just
time.
afraid. Just like Pakistan ain't. They ain't. They got it. They tried to stop them from getting it. They got it. And now they got the nuclear weapons and stuff and everything. That they just sitting there holding them.
Well, my final word is this, Ed. If I offended anybody, I apologize. I'm supposed to be a believer, but I still believe there's too much anti-black in this country. Not as much as it used to be, but it's still too much anti-black. We got too many smart black people that's being held back. And you righteous people, you justice people, you need to stand up. We tired of fighting. Y'all need to fight for us. We tired, bro. Black folks tired, man. We stressed. We stressed out. It's time for these white folks to start stepping up. I heard this white lady say it too. She said it strong and hard when they had that No Kings rally, and the reporter asked her. She said, "How you feel about this march?" I said. She said, "I'm marching against blah 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 blah." And then she said, "Well, how do you feel? I'm looking around here, and I don't see any African Americans here." And you know what she said? They don't need to be here. We're standing for them. Because if they were here, the police would be snatching them off the street. We're standing for them. That's what I'm talking about. People that stand for righteousness and justice and fairness. And these white folks gonna have to stand up. You think that doggone voting rights bill was just for us? It's for everybody. Anyway,
That's
that's my
how
last word.
that's how I look at it. If shit, if we didn't have this shit for 40 years, so hell, it's time to change this shit. Do something better. There's something better out there, Ted. There's something better, people. They doing us a favor. I think they doing us a favor. They cut that stuff out. They doing me a favor. You just did me a goddamn favor. But now I can do something else. I ain't got to sit down there and defend this shit and everything. So I'm gonna do something better. And that scares the shit out of people when to tell them that. So what they did that changed that. I got some. There's something better out there. Look out! Here I come. Put some fear in their heart. Here I come. You think you got me? Just like them little bitty goddamn Iranians. They got 90 something million people in their goddamn country. They the hell off these goddamn, the biggest fucking armada in the world. They the hell them goddamn people off. These little bitty boats. Running around there with their little bitty boats. They just swarm around them motherfuckers. Put 100 of them themselves around that big ass destroyer ship. They just, United States, they turn tail and run away. We can't do shit with these motherfuckers. They ain't got no Navy. They ain't got no Air Force. He right. But they using what they got. And they raising Cain over there and stuff. They can't do shit with them.
That's the truth.
We're going to figure out a way how to get him. Shut that Hormuz down and stuff. We're going to break this world down. 90-some million people holding the whole billions of people hostage. They
That's the
can't do
truth.
nothing about it. They done
That's the
figure out a
truth.
way how to beat them. After 47 years, they done figure out a way how to beat them. They ain't gave up. We can't give up. Here I come. We're going to figure out a way how to do the same thing. All right, people. They keep standing up, folks. We got something better. Ted, he ain't going to be around very much longer. He can't take it. A body can't take the what he putting himself through right now. He might die his ass over there in China. Some they don't wear shit. They might poison that bitch.
Protect our president, Lord.
They might
I'm
poison
gonna,
him
I'm
and
gonna,
shit.
I'm gonna say that prayer. He's in authority. God got him there. He
They might.
allowed him to be in authority. Let him die in peace here in
There you
America.
go. Let him go. They already racked his body and stuff so bad. He used to cry, say he can't even walk straight. Even his wife, she let his ass go. He grabbing his hand and shit. And she, need you, I ain't holding your ass up. Shit, go ahead on and go. She don't even want him. Oh, I'm sorry, people. I should be saying that about our president. He's still our president. I feel sorry for him. We talk to you guys later. Bye bye.